name is Cassie and I am the SIPA Marketing Chair, and this is your 5-minute tip for the week. And today I am with Michael Molinet, and he is an illustrator, a very talented illustrator who's going to help us figure out how to find the right illustrator for your book. Michael, hello.
Hello, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you so much. So tell us, what do we look for on an illustrator, especially when we are not the creative painter kind and we need a good cover for our book?
Well, if you're looking for a book cover, I mean, that's probably one of the most important elements in marketing your book. So for the time and the love that an author puts into the book, they probably want something that represents it on the outside. So when you're looking for an illustrator, you got to know where to look. SIPA actually is a great resource because there are illustrators other than myself that are service providers that work there. But in general, you want somebody who has some time in the industry. You're going to want somebody who has a level of professionalism. And by that, I mean they understand that this is your project. This is the author's project. And they are there to say something in words or in pictures that you have said in words. They're just there to make that 30-second, 5-second impression on the cover so people pick up the book and get to see the wonderful story that's inside.
Perfect. Okay, so what if the book is an illustration book?
Well, that's a whole nother set of parameters. Still the same thing. You're looking for professionalism. You're looking for some experience. If you are going to hire a professional illustrator, expect to pay market value. You know, there are students out there that will do a children's book, for instance, and they can give you a great bargain, but they may not have the experience. So I always tell people, authors, you know, expect to pay and expect to get what you pay for. Children's books, they require bringing continuity to the illustrations throughout the book to follow the story. They're a little different, and they require a certain kind of illustrator. I do graphic novels, and that is a whole different ballgame. That you're working from a script. It's very different. But at the end of the day, you're looking for someone who understands it's your writing, and they are there to serve you. They are there to embellish, to magnify, to foil, means, you know, make show up your work.
Wonderful. So as an illustrator, do you always read the book first?
Well, that's my process. People have different processes. When I work for publishing companies, a lot of times the book isn't even written yet, or it's not fully written. So I get a blurb or an idea or some outline, and I have to work from that. When I work with independents, which this is 5-minute tip is directed at, yeah, I read the book because I love the energy of young authors or new authors or aspiring authors. And to me, their book is worthwhile reading. And I even interview with the author a little bit so I can hear their brain, see their brain. And then I just put together some sketches, some comps, and we go from there.
Okay, that's wonderful. I always appreciate input from professionals in the industry like yours, especially because my book personally is not a graphic novel, but if I ever wanted to turn it into a graphic novel, I know exactly who to go to now. So
Right.
Perfect. So Michael, tell us, how do we get a hold of you?
Probably the best way is through my website, which is www.michael, M-I-C-H-A-E-L Molinet, MOLINET.com. MichaelMolinet.com is probably the best way to get a hold of me. My email is michaelmolinet@yahoo. Pretty simple, just my name. And I do have a phone number, but you guys can, you get to my website, you get to me.
Okay, perfect. Well, I sincerely appreciate your time and the tip for the illustration. I know a lot of us are possibly working on that next book or on our first book, and we're going to need a cover, or who knows, some graphics.
Yeah. Well, there's some great resources at SEPA, and there are some other resources. But do your homework, and you'll be great.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, sir.
Right.
And
Thank you.
yes, and this was your 5 minute tip for the week with Michael Molinet. See you guys next week.